Speaker, again, this parliament has equipped the government with legal mechanisms to deal with some of these programs or these problems. Firstly, Honorable Speaker, it is still a crime in this country to engage in sexual relations with any person below the age of 18 years. My expectation, therefore, would be, if the ministry tells us that there are 6,545 cases of teenage pregnancy, which is still a crime, they should show us commensurate numbers of prosecutions. Not these stories here of sensitizing the community. Because, Honorable Speaker, under Article 2 of the Constitution, even if you want to hide behind customary law, it says any law, including customary law, that is inconsistent with this Constitution is void to the extent of that inconsistency. My question to the Minister, CS, how many people have been prosecuted in Kilifi for the offense of statutory rape under your leadership?
Especially girl child. A few weeks ago, Mr. Speaker, there was a case of prayers for food. Mr. Speaker, what is the ministry doing, apart from these challenges, to address the issue of school feeding program, not only in Kilifi, where children have to shout, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, for them to get something to eat, Mr. Speaker? What is the ministry doing to ensure that every child from Nairobi, Kilifi, Meru, Nandi, and across the nation accesses proper school feeding programs so that they can be able to be attentive in class, and also the transition and turnout, Mr. Speaker? And finally, he should give us the numbers of how the interventions, are they working in collaboration with Ngao so that they ensure 100% transition rate of our children, Mr. Speaker? I yield.
Senator Abdulrahman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. My question to the CS is the CS aware that Kenya is ranked second globally as the leading country with child parents globally? 2, is he agreeing with me that young parents or child parents are a constituency in itself, and that the Children Act cannot be a remedy to the disease that we are facing as a country, and that it is time for the ministry to speed up and help I, as the sponsor of the child parent, the care and protection of child parents bill, so that we speed it up at the National Assembly for concurrence, so it becomes an act, so that it remedies all that is happening within our counties. Given that Kilifi is no longer the leader in child parents, the statistics given by Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, it is that the Ma community is now leading with child parents.
Can you give the question, or do you need to be assistant to know?
My questions are 3.
No, you can't ask.
In one, no. I'm asking the CS if you are...
to know the
Mr. Speaker, I'm asking the CS if he agrees that the problem that we are facing, given that we are ranked second globally with children with child parents' children. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the CS has said that the ministry has provisions for Elimu and Wings to Fly scholarships. Could he be in a position to give the list of names of those students in Kilifi who have benefited from these Wings to Fly? And secondly, maybe on the side of the promotion of menstrual hygienic support to these female girls, to the girls, would he be kind enough to name the schools where they have been supplied to? Thank you.
Now, yes, we start with the owner of the question, Senator Mazayo. Then you respond to the others. In just a minute, Senator Beatrice, let us first get the response. We have like 10 minutes to conclude with the CS education.
To Senator Mazayo's supplementary question, we do not have the data right here with us, but we undertake to supply that data on the Elimu and Wings to Fly scholarships, on the names and the beneficiaries of the students from Kilifi, and also the schools to which these facilities for ministerial support have been supplied to. So we undertake to do a letter and submit that report to you. To Senator Sifuna's question on the number of cases that have been prosecuted, this is to inform the Senate that the cases are prosecuted by the DPP, and we do not have the numbers as we speak, but we can get in touch with the DPP and supply the data to the Senate of the cases that they are currently undertaking relating to the sexual offenses and teenage pregnancies of the children across the country, including Kilifi. So we undertake to supply that particular data because it wasn't really part. On the question of, I think Cheralgai did ask the question on access to food. Currently, the government is having a school feeding program where we are feeding 2.6 million children across the country. But statistics indicate that we need to be able to feed up to 10 million children. But the resources and the budget is not available to meet that number, and we keep enhancing that number, and we'll continue working with the government to ensure that that number increases to the 10 million target. With respect to the issue of the school feeding program and religion in Ganze that was highlighted, that particular project and program is under investigation as we speak, but the government has stopped that particular sponsor from continuing to supply or to feed the children in that particular area until we get to the bottom of the matter. I submit.
The last two questions from Senator Beatrice Akin. Senator Sifuna, your answer has been given. We just wait for the... Senator Sifuna, I think we are really digressing on these issues. When the CS commits, actually what we should ask is when. CS, when will you provide that list? From both Senator Mazayo, and the list from Senator Sifuna of the prosecutions.
Mr. Speaker, in 7 days' time. May I answer the question to... We as a government...
The commitment on the
yes,
list?
7 days, within 7 days.
Okay, fair enough. Question from Senator Miraj?
Yes, for Senator Miraj, we as a government will support any initiative and any particular program that will protect our children. So we'll work with you to give you the necessary support for that bill.
Senator Beatrice?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of the
You know, we ask only one supplementary question, minority Linda. Seconds. And minority Linda, you are not there to direct the chair on what to do.
Speaker, you know
you are the minority side, but not to direct the speaker. You are not my minority Linda. You lead your team, not the chair.
Speaker, I would pray that you don't get upset because this is a very delicate conversation we're having. Actually, the point that I wanted to make is the Ministry of Education is the custodian of our children. knowing what happens in some of these areas, you might not find a complainant. Our expectation is that the ministry is a complainant. The ministry has figures, 6,000 teenage pregnancies in Kilifi. They are the custodians of the data of the victims. So for somebody to refer us to the DPP, Honorable Speaker, is to be disingenuous. They should be the ones actually being the complainants in these cases. That is the point that I wanted to make. The minister is trying to run away. They are the ones, if they have the data of the victims, how can they not have the data of the perpetrators? Unless this ministry doesn't understand how pregnancies occur.
Sifuna. But he has 6,500 pregnancies, early pregnancies. I think the figures are not accurate because like Meru, we have a serious problem. Yesterday I saw Meru is reading in this thing. So the figures, you need to also confirm the figures and give us the list because it's higher than 6,000.
That's just for Kilifi.
Senator Bitri.
Honorable Speaker, I was amazed that my SG is talking about a way in which pregnancies occur. I only know of one way, but that is besides the point, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that is besides the point. My point back to this question, Honorable Speaker, on the dropout rates, and especially particularly those affected by poverty. My question then to the Honorable CS is that does the ministry have specific affirmative measures that they put in place for the urban poor? Honorable Speaker, I'm mentioning the urban poor because their challenges are peculiar to other areas. Honorable Speaker, when you look at the hierarchy of needs, it would not matter that somebody would be looking for education if they cannot get food to eat. So I'm asking the CS, what measures do they have to address, in addressing the urban poor challenges, especially in our country? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Consolata Nabwile.
Thank you, Mr.